facial structure is something that can be modified. A lot of people are concerned with like, what's going on with my skin? A lot of women and men are like putting all this stuff on to figure out how to get rid of the droopy eyes. It's actually a facial muscle issue, and were they just to do some jaw exercises and focus on not mouth breathing, it completely changes the structure of the face in just 2-3 months. So there's a wild book called Jaws, A Hidden Epidemic, by colleagues of mine at Stanford, and they have these twin studies. One kid grows up in a culture where they eat a lot of soft food. The other one is, got stuck in the jungle or wherever it is, and they're chewing on bones and chewing their food. And one kid, these are identical twins, has beautiful jaw structure. The other kid is like droopy jaw shape and clear to the nasal passages. There's one case of this young girl who she got a pet hamster, I think it was, got a allergy to the hamster. Her face just starts aging at a rapid rate. They get rid of the hamster. She goes back to nasal breathing, and these beautiful, almost like model-esque features come back in this girl. Chewing your food, chewing hard foods is something we used to do a lot more. All this slurping down of food and calories we know isn't good from the obesity side, but it's also not good from the jaw structure, teeth structure, face structure, and it's all related. You look at somebody who keeps their facial muscles strong, and this is for women and men, their jaw muscles strong. People who care about their facial structure. Now there's the Jawzerciser is really big in Hollywood. They change your facial structure. They dilate the nasal passages. All your teeth should fit in your mouth, right? And you should be able to put your tongue on the roof of your mouth with your mouth closed. This was known in the 1800s. There was a book called Shut Your Mouth by a British doctor who talked about the fact that people who snore, sleep like this, and then during the daytime they become mouth breathers. He said they become less attractive than the people who are nose breathers. Yeah, it's pretty interesting. Wow. So that book Jaws is amazing. People can just look it up online if they don't want to buy the book. Just do Jaws, mouth structure, face structure, and then just go images, and you'll see these pictures. It's really interesting, and this is like a zero-cost thing, but it's not emphasized enough. Kids who chew hard foods, who have to chew their food, eating real food and chewing their food, not just peanut butter, slurping down food all the time. They using their jaw and their teeth. They have really nice teeth. In fact, the argument was made, and there's animals in the animal kingdom have beautiful teeth structure. You don't see the messed up teeth, but they're tearing flesh and they're doing their thing. I mean, dental care is still a good idea. Flossing and tooth care actually improves heart health. This is not pseudoscience.
Yeah, I've heard that.
Because if you have bacteria living in your mouth, right, and starting to take residence in your mouth, and they get into your system, it can cause issues for the rest of your body. But it's amazing what chewing your food really well will do for a facial structure.
You will be amazed at the tremendous number of positive effects that can come from that.
We, of course, operate as a whole system. So, foundational things. Get sunlight in your eyes in the morning, especially on cloudy days, as many days of your life as you can, and make it a pleasurable thing. Right? Just get up and get outside, get out on a porch.
So that's something you could try. You could put your lights on a timer to go on early in the day before you wake up. You could open your blinds so that sunlight is coming through. If you want to do this through a window at work, that's fine, but it'll take 50 times longer. So the best thing to do is just to get outside for a few minutes, anywhere from 2 to 10 minutes, also in the afternoon. Having those two signals arriving to your central clock, that your body, your internal world knows when it's morning and knows when it's evening, is tremendously powerful.
Very good idea if you want to be healthy to do 3 days a week of weight training. We're talking about 10 minutes of warm-up and 50 to 60 minutes of working out. Then I would say 3 days a week of resistance training, and train your legs, guys, come on. And 3 days a week of some cardiovascular work. People might say, well, listen, I'm in my 20s or 30s, I'm not worried about it. It's not about being worried about a heart attack. It's about maintaining blood flow to everything. A long, slow jog, or pedal on the bike, or treadmill, or swim, whatever your favorite thing is. Sprint. It's real easy. Find a patch of land, sprint for 30 seconds to 45 seconds, then walk back for a minute to 90 seconds, sprint again, do that 5 to 10 times. By the end, you will have increased your speed, your VO2 max, your output. Some other cardiovascular thing that's kind of fun. Could be basketball, could be skateboarding, something that you enjoy. At least 3 days a week. The other day is weight train. It's not complicated. And then 1 day a week, just take off as a recovery day. Super easy. It's minimal time commitment. And listen, there are reasons to do it for aesthetic reasons. There are reasons to do it for heart health reasons. This is key. Try and get your sleep right. Now, younger people with different schedules, don't give up a social life, but try and get a good amount of sleep.
Most people are not familiar with what it is to sleep really, really well on a consistent basis. In sleep, we are only in relation to things that are happening within our brain and body. Outside sensory experience, in most cases, can't really impact us. And yet sleep is this tremendously important period of life because it resets our ability to be focused, alert, and emotionally stable in the wakeful period. There's a lot of information out there already about the biology of sleep. You don't want to start stressing about it, creating this meta stress about sleep. Ending your sleep after a 90-minute cycle, near the end of a 90-minute cycle, say at the end of 6 hours, in many cases is better for you than sleeping an additional hour, 7 hours, and waking up in the middle of an ultradian cycle. And if you wake up in the middle of an ultradian cycle, sometimes, not always, you can be very groggy for a long period of time. I certainly do better on 6 hours than I do on 7. Your sleep and your wakefulness are the product of kind of the average of a number of different behaviors. Positive anticipation about the next day events actually is a powerful metric for creating quality sleep, even if the sleep is very reduced. One can have a dysregulated sleep schedule and still be a happy person and productive. I mean, much of my life I've pulled all-nighters and slept weird schedules. I think many people can probably relate to going to sleep, waking up 4 hours later, being up for an hour or two on your computer, then going back to sleep and getting amazing sleep the next day functioning. It's not that just getting more sleep allows you to perform better, but it turns out that if you look at health metrics, people that are strictly nocturnal do far worse on immune function, on metabolic function, etc., than people who are diurnal, who are awake during the daytime. But the most powerful thing that's governing when you want to be asleep and when you want to be awake is light. And in particular, it's governed by sunlight. Now, I can't emphasize enough how important and how actionable this relationship is between light and when you want to sleep. If you want to become an early riser, for instance, and you want to feel more awake during the early part of the day, by getting that light exposure and exercising early in the day, you will, after 2 or 3 days, you will naturally start to wake up earlier in the day. And that's because these clock mechanisms have shifted. It's like setting the clock earlier.
I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign. I feel like I'm I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign.
I wanna be the greatest. Everybody on the fake shit. I look around and feel like everybody is the fakest. I make this every day and I'm impatient, hoping one day I blow up from the basement. Statement, the top is so vacant. I don't hear shit that I think is amazing. Waiting for my day when I'm playing sold out shows for 1,000 faces. Hey, give me that crown, get in my way and to be put down. It ain't your place, no, this my town. If I want that shit, then I'll get it right now. I'm losing it, the noose it fits, some loose shit, a stupid myth. You choose to live or choose to dip, you choose to fight or lose your grip and lose a gift.
I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign. I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign.
I wanna be the greatest. Everybody on the fake shit. I look around and feel like everybody is the fakest. I make this every day and I'm impatient, hoping one day I blow up from the basement. Statement, the top is so vacant. I don't hear shit that I think is amazing. Waiting for my day when I'm playing sold out shows for 1,000 faces. Hey, give me that crown, get in my way and to be put down. It ain't your place, no, this my town. If I want that shit, then I'll get it right now. I'm losing it, the noose it fits, some loose shit, a stupid myth. You choose to live or choose to dip, you choose to fight or lose your grip and lose a gift.
I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign. I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign.
Yeah. There's no mercy in this world, just hunger-thirsty persons in different versions, each new update, that shit worsens. Why? Pull back the curtain and you'll see the different vermin. We all have different burdens that all seem to cause disturbance. Yo, so do me a favor, don't treat me like a neighbor. Don't need the different flavors of your problems just to savor.